What up,
Here we
lad?
are. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Very good. Excited for the Swart Rangers game and the European football later tonight.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it or later because I'm watching some NBA. The Knicks are playing tonight, so
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
that's all right. I'm sure we'll have a lot of Spurs and United fans in the chat.
It's true. How have things been with Footium?
Good. Yeah, I can't remember when the last Arbitrum stream was. It must have been a few months ago now, but we're
It's
sort
been the
of
summer
summer. Wow. Yeah, that
or
was a while
fall.
ago.
I thought it was a while back. Yeah, I could find it if I really wanted. Yeah, welcome everyone. Players gonna play with Footium. If you don't remember them, they are crushing it on the NFT side when it comes to trading and Arbitrum. So we're happy to have them back. We're midway through your season 7, right, or near the end? Where are we at
We're,
now?
we're nearing the end. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the match we're going to be watching tonight is my team, the mighty Swart Rangers. And we are currently in third place, which is
Which division?
we're in Division 3, so I can probably actually just start.
Yeah, you can start
presenting
sharing.
them.
I'll pull it up.
Show everybody.
Yeah, we have George here from the Footium team. Big Arbitrum fans, and we're big Footium fans.
Here we go. Can you see what I'm sharing?
Yeah, we got it.
Here we go. So yes, I am Swart Rangers. You can see my team here in Division 3 League 1, and we have a game today against Old C Stanley. So you can see I'm joint on points with second with Okra.
Not far behind though. A win here today.
It's
as
a
long
huge
as
match. Let's have a look at.
now remind us all how this works. I'm quite familiar. I've followed you guys quite a bit, and I love it. But
Absolutely.
how do the divisions work? Like it says League 1, Division 3. How do you break that down?
Yeah, so it works like the English National League, if people are familiar with that, where it kind of expands as you decrease down the divisions, because we found that gave kind of the ability to move up through the leagues quite quickly. So in Division 1, there's just a singular league with 12 teams. It's the most prestigious league in Footium, being headed up by the Cham Rangers at the moment.
Cham Rangers, shout out, 18-0, pay to win.
It's impressive, yeah. They're really stomping it this season. And then Division 2 with 2 leagues, Division 3 where I am with the 4, and then when you get to Division 8, it expands out quite a lot. So it basically means even if you're a newcomer into the game, you can join in Division 8. And we've actually just had this confirmed as of last night that the first person to ever go all the way from Division 8 to Division 1, Weld Stanley, is confirmed. So I think they're in Div 2, League 2.
That was my next question. Has there been a Wrexham type team in this game?
This is, I'm not sure I'd enjoy being called Wrexham. He's a Liverpool fan, but this is the team to do it. So World Stanley, you can see they've got the Twitter set up as well. I can maybe show off some club Twitters a bit later as well. But
sorry, you're cutting out a bit, George.
Stormed it. Oh, I'm cutting out. Sorry. Yeah, they've done all the way from Div 8 to Div 1. Extremely impressive. And now, yeah, promoted as champions and going into it. And they've got a lovely little pink kit and pink background.
Can't quite make you out. Have to reset your mic and cam if
give me
you
one
don't mind.
second.
Assuming you can hear me. All right, little technical difficulties with George there. We'll get him back in a sec. But yeah, I mean, essentially, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. I think you lost the video for a second.
A little
can you hear me?
There, sorry, folks. Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect.
We're good now.
Hopefully that's a bit better. But yeah, first team to ever go from Division 8 to Division 1. So very, very impressive from World Stanley.
So how would they do that? Did they have to buy new players, or did the players get stronger and stronger?
So it's a bit of both. They did spend quite heavily really near the start. So they brought a lot of these rare players. And so these are players that we try and find one of their younger rare players. Let's have a look here. So you can see, let's take So you got a 16-year-old here. He's 58 rated, so he's already grown 4 ratings this season. So he started at 54, which isn't by far the best player in the game, but you can see there they have quite high potential, so he can gain 31 rating points. So he can actually get to sort of the
81.
mid-80s in rating.
How would he do that? Just from playing, or are there other ways to buff them up?
So you basically play players in games, and then they unlock minutes. So this guy you can see is only 9 more minutes of game time away from unlocking the next potential point. And then when they have unlocked potential, you can then go and train them. So if I find that guy again, which was Abdo, then you can choose a position to train them in. So you can see here he's got 3 available potential, and he's got 86% condition. So training them, similar to playing in matches, consumes condition, which they regenerate over time. So you really have to find a strategic balance between playing your players in games to unlock the minutes, and then resting them, training them to improve them, or pushing for promotion. So I'm sure there's a lot of, if there's any Footium players watching now, they'll see all this available potential to train. But I've been really slacking off training this season, pushing for promotion. So hopefully it pays off and I can make it. But
you're trying to advance to from which Division 3 to 2?
Yeah, so if I don't think I technically can get promoted today, because I'm obviously playing Old Sea, who are in 6th. Mal are playing Utten, who are pretty good. They're in 4th. And Cocker are playing Old Sea. Cocker are playing Royd, who are in 7th. So I am relying a bit on an upset, either this game or the next game.
And you have to win. There's a lot of conditions that have to be met.
Yeah. There is goal difference. I can make it up, but I think making up 13 goal difference in 2 games is going to be difficult. But we'll play to our best and see where we come out at the end of the season. So this is the kind of current lineup I've got set for today's game. You can see I'm going for the 4-3-3 false 9. We've got my best player, my legendary Conan in left back.
We like 4-3-3.
Pardon?
So we like a 4-3-3.
It's good. I like the false 9. Like, centre forwards are a bit more expensive than other players in the game generally. So I was like, how can I get a second formation? I usually do play a sort of 4-5-1. And I'll basically do... I've got my kind of rare right mid, left mid. And Kazuki Uno up top, who's just turned into a gold this season, which is very exciting. But this is my, I think, strongest team, I would say, if you swap them out. But today, because they've been playing a fair bit, I want to rest them for tomorrow, and I reckon we can do Old Sea with a slightly weaker squad. You can see their ratings are sort of probably in the 60s. We're looking at 1 rare, maybe 2. So hopefully my boys can.
Last time I played FIFA, I was in a 4-2-3-1, maybe wide.
Something like that?
Something like that. I was scoring a lot. Like
I'm not sure how much the formations translate from FIFA, but wingers are quite cheap, so that could be a solid formation.
But don't compromise your strategy here. I want you to win this game.
Yeah, we'll leave that back to that. But just to talk a bit more about how the kind of game as a whole works in terms of progressing through the season. So you own a club, so you can buy one right now on OpenSea. If you go to the Footium clubs collection, and buying that club gets you just the club. It doesn't give you the players as well. But one thing it does is it gives you the club, the stadium, etc. And you can then go out and buy players in the transfer market. So we're currently on OpenSea. If you go to the Footium players collection, you can then buy a bunch of players, and you can scout them for their age, their potential, their ratings in different positions, etc. And then once you've got your squad built, go into tactics, set your lineups for your first matches, and you'll play a season of 22 games, 1 game a day. You also have a club academy, which allows you to mint some youth prospects from for your team. So you can see these are the academy players I didn't mint this season. I've already minted 3. But if anyone is wanting to buy some academy players for a bit above mint, absolutely.
I'm just showing the marketplace with the clubs. So does it matter which club you buy since there's no players on it? Is there any significance to it at all, other than the branding that you like?
So I'd say the branding and the names and the kind of colours of the clubs is a fairly big thing, because we do allow badge upgrades, but they have to be sort of for the same colour or in a similar theme to the the previous badge, and you can't change the names either. We're quite set on building this digital world of football around Footium. But also the main thing is the division of the club. So there's probably clubs on here in Division 8, 7, 6, 5, and that sort of denotes
so that's
where you're
the
going to
main
start.
thing, really, right?
Yeah, that's probably the main thing. Because then also if you go and spend all your money on like a Division 3 club, for instance, but then you don't have the funds to buy the players to compete in that level, you're just going to get relegations off the bat.
No one's selling their Division 1 clubs here.
Yeah, they're very much prized assets. There might be a couple of Div 2s or Div 3s for sale, I'm not sure, but yeah.
So it does make sense to just buy a Division 8 and then just get players on it.
I think Division 8 is a good starting ground because you've got like easier teams to play against. There's some that aren't as actively managed as it is in higher divisions, so you give yourself let's call it a training season.
Training ground, yeah.
Yeah, try and get used to the game, get some players in, figure out what works for you, and hopefully get promoted in that first season up to Division 7, and then go from there, really. So there's a lot of different ways to do it, but I think for a new user, the best thing to do is probably buy in at Division 8 or maybe Division 7 because the cost of players in Division 7 isn't too expensive either. Okay. But you can probably get started for about $150, $200 all in to get yourself a good squad and good club.
If anyone wants to own a football club, it's your chance.
Yeah. And we'll also be announcing an exciting sort of promo for next season, which will start in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. But any new users buying clubs will receive a kind of pack of exciting things to start them off on their journey.
So,
as well.
So if people are going to buy a club, they should wait a week, you think?
If you buy one today, you'll still get the kind of offer for being a new user that season. But from tomorrow, it'll be announced. A bit of an alpha leak for everyone. We'll announce it tomorrow, just exactly what that is, and then any new users buying clubs will get obviously the club and whatever they buy, but also as long as they fill in the relevant form, get a little extra boost to help them on their Footium journey.
Awesome. When does your game start? You just pick when you want to simulate it?
So the games are currently sort of fixed per league. So all of my league's games happen at 7 p.m. So that's probably the other thing to look at when you're looking at a club as well, is seeing when their games happen each day. You don't need to manage games live. You can if you want, and you can gain a slight advantage from doing that, but you can also disadvantage yourself, which I've done a few times this season, unfortunately.
Same.
So yeah, it's one of those games where you can play live and you might get a slight extra boost, but also if you're just playing between games, rotating your kind of team around for condition, training them, you can play it in as little as like 5 minutes a day, realistically, if you don't have that much time. So the game should be starting in a second here. I'm just going to grab some. Have you still got echo coming through on your side? I can grab some.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me grab those quickly, and I'll get the game up as well.
Cool. All right, I wonder. Oh, his game started. Huh. All right, let's see what he's got. Come on, Rangers. They're pressing. Can his defense hold up? Oh no. The corner. Man, they can't clear the ball. Uh-oh. That's close. Passes to man, to Kwame, Conan, to Perez. Norman gets in. Kwame, Vasquez. It's going to be a shot. It's a shot. Oof.
Okay, my
bad. That one. I'll have to tell him about that one.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you just got a shot on goal. They got a shot on you as well, though. Oh, I can't hear you now.
Oh, sorry, that was just because I muted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a shot apiece.
have a look at the teams. So we've got obviously ourselves, and then they've gone for the 5-2-3, very defensive from Old Sea. Not what we like to see.
Counter football.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can't get ahead by half time, make some changes and see if we can break through that. But yeah, 2-1.
Is it possible to increase the field size?
The field size, no, but I can. If I resize my screen, it might give us a nicer.
Oh,
no.
You just scored.
No, I've conceded.
Oh, you conceded.
Yeah.
Bro.
Brilliant. Every stream from a free kick as well. He's whipped it in. Centre back's nodded it in.
Oh no.
Set pieces. It always does me in. Alright, let's try resizing this. That's made it
Old
worse.
Sea, what are you doing, guys?
Okay, that's worse. How's this? Let me.
It's not too bad. I took away our camera so that it could be bigger.
Okay, nice. Here we go.
Here we go. Ah, bro.
Not quite. We'll give it a few.
Man, you guys are firing them off
changes.
though.
Here we go. It's rattling around the box.
I think you guys. Oh yeah, I think you guys are good. I think you guys are gonna push in here. There's a lot of pressure. You might with this new onboarding coming up, you might have inspired me to buy my first club.
That's what we like to hear. So yeah, that's our kind of next big focus for Footium is obviously built the game and it's been live for 7 seasons now, going into season 8 in a couple of weeks, and people seem to love it. Like there's obviously more stuff that we can improve in future, and we will. But one of our next focuses in the immediate term is just improving the onboarding, because currently it is still quite crypto heavy. It's still you need a wallet, then you need to go to OpenSea, etc. So one of the things we'd like to improve is just making it a lot easier for the average sort of FIFA, Football Manager, FPL player to get started, get onboarded, not have to interface with crypto at all and start playing, because that's our goal really, is to take it to a much wider audience than a couple thousand clubs playing at the moment.
I believe. What's your most active divisions?
I'd say so. The most active players is probably Division 7. There's a lot. I think pretty much all the clubs there are active, and maybe 700, 800 clubs there. I think there's a lot of us in this kind of Division 3, Division 4 zone that create content on Twitter and share that and obviously manage actively. Oh no, I've just seen a tactical change come through for Old Sea Stanley here. This is definitely definitely them parking the bus after a set piece goal.
And if I recall correctly, you guys have like pretty sizable rewards for the divisions, right? For winning the division.
Yes, so I can demonstrate a bit now if you'd like. So we've got here on the rewards page. This is for my division. So coming in third, I'm currently in line to win 0.232 ETH. So it's about $600, I think, about now. And the person that wins the division is going to win 0.6, which is looking at almost $1,500 at the moment. Looking at the top division, you've got 1.6 ETH for winning that division, so sort of $3,500. And the kind of total rewards pools have been over $100K every season so far, and it's all generated kind of sustainably, so it's all through in-game spend. So when people mint academy players, so mine you can see costs about 0.04 ETH. When people buy players in the market, there's a fee, and that all goes into the prize pools. And the prize pools, we take a cut from that, about 10%, and then the rest is distributed back to users across a couple of seasons, but goes back and that kind of funds the rewards that we give out to clubs, and then they can use that to buy new players, to decide if they want to buy new players or buy into kind of some older players to help them push for promotion. There'll be other ways to kind of improve your club in future as well, looking at things like training ground upgrades and stadium upgrades, things like that. So that's the kind of core game loop in a nutshell.
Would the most effective way to build a new team, get your Division 8 or 7 team on OpenSea and then start buying players on OpenSea, or would you approach it differently?
Yeah, I would probably buy the club and then look into the club's academy that they get for that season. And
on the Footium site?
Yeah, so that's on the site. So you can see that academy tab that we have on the left here. So each new season you get a squad of 7 at the moment, academy players that come through. and then some of them will be better than others, different positions, etc. But that can be a good basis to sort of build your initial team. Like if you get, say, a couple wingers, then maybe you decide to play a formation that uses wingers and go onto OpenSea, buy perhaps some other academy mints off people, buy some older players to kind of get some higher ratings in, because players retire at 32 years old. The closer they get to retirement, the kind of cheaper they can become, and usually they've been trained up to a higher rating as well. So you can maybe pick up some slightly higher rated, but they're only going to be around for a couple of seasons. So that's one of the things to balance, I think, is buying young players is great, but also I wouldn't go for just a squad of young players, because you can also pick up some pretty good bargains with the slightly older ones that can help you get into the prize paying places and get promotion even in your first season, which is got to be the goal.
And then outside of just the season divisions, do you guys do any like cups or anything like that? Is that something you guys are looking to do?
We don't have cups at the moment. It's definitely something we'd like to add to the game. To add a bit more kind of variety. We can have some cool ways we can structure those cups as well in terms of entry requirements, which I think would add a whole new element to the squad building side of the game. So it's definitely something that's on our roadmap. It is quite a big endeavour just because the game is set up currently for the league system, so it would require a bit of work on that side. So it's something we have been looking a lot into, but haven't been focusing on right now. But probably after the onboarding stuff is completed and we can kind of get more people into the game, that's another area we'll look to add to the game. But that's one of the best things about Footium, I think, is there's so many ideas from us internally, from the community. We do like a feedback form every season, and people put in ideas for new features, what they liked, what they didn't like, and super valuable for us to get that information. And it just means we have this massive backlog of ideas that we could add to the game and want to. It's just a matter of building it really at the moment. So we're also hiring for senior full stack developers. So if anyone in the chat
awesome.
is that, please go to our careers section of the website and fill that in, because we are loving the developer expansion at the moment. So getting close to half time, we could look at making some changes. It might be a bit early.
Honestly, I'm famous for conceding an end of half goal myself.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'm just going to disconnect stream if that happens. I'm done. Okay, we'll wait for half time. I think that's when we can really assess some changes and get going. That's my alarm telling me it's nearly half time every day.
Oh no.
To make changes, I'll turn those off. There we go. Let's have a look at the stats. So we have been dominating on shots. They've just got that lucky set piece goal. Clearly not been doing enough training on defending set pieces, but I'm sure we can get something back. We've got the ratings on and we've got the chemistry. Oh no, it's another free kick.
You got the chemistry, the experience, the will.
So much going off it. We're at home, we're at Bridgewell Boulevard, 14,000 fans cheering us on, but still can't get the goal yet. It's unfortunate. They didn't change formation, they didn't make subs, so they definitely changed their mentality, I imagine, to defensive, which is annoying, but makes a lot of sense.
Their mentality. Yes, that's right. Come on, don't disappoint. You gonna make any changes? Oh, you're muted.
At half time, we'll get a couple minutes of break, so we can maybe look to make some changes. I'm pretty sure the guy I'm playing is watching the stream as well, so he's gonna know exactly what I'm doing. But hopefully it's enough to score anyway.
Yeah, but what you can do is pull your screen down during the half, not tell me what your changes are, and then when the half starts, you push it out.
Just say the complete opposite to what I'm doing. Yeah, we're going ultra defensive, 5 at the back. Sit out for the loss. Okay, 1 minute extra time. Come on.
I think I prefer manager modes in FIFA over like a player creation mode, to be honest. I don't know
As
why.
in, like managing the team.
Yeah, you just like get a club, like a really low division club, and then just grind
Yeah.
and build the players up, and then eventually get really good players in. I find that more rewarding. Whereas in NBA games, I like to start a fresh character and play them out because there's not the same kind of leagues structure.
Yeah, I guess in the US you don't have the similar league structure and the promotion relegation the way it worked in Europe so much.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think that's why the sort of Wrexham story is really spread well in the US, because there's the element of promotion and the jeopardy of relegation?
I guess so. I mean, it definitely helps that they got the Hollywood firepower, and it's only just like
That's true.
when you have that, it's just kind of like a snowball. It doesn't shrink. It just keeps growing, and every season they just seem to keep getting bigger. I'm definitely a fan. I like what it's doing to the space. I think it's gonna hopefully, no one knows, but I think it'll have a positive effect on the larger clubs and the higher divisions in the long run when
Yeah,
they see the impact.
it's definitely interesting. I know there's
And it is interesting.
a bunch of fans in the UK, especially the kind of the teams that have been in the divisions or the leagues that Rex have been playing in, that are kind of a bit annoyed by it, just in the sense of obviously they have a lot of money and they're able to buy these really good players and just sort of walk past them as with their back-to-back promotions. And I actually support Lincoln City, who are in League One, which Wrexham just got promoted out of, and they played at our home ground on the last day of the season.
Oh, really?
So I imagine they'll be on Disney celebrating on on the last episode of the next season of Welcome to Wrexham, which is a bit annoying, but I think it is also like good for the town. Like Wrexham is a place which had been like a great football club and gone down the drain a bit. So it's cool to see that sort of Phoenix rising story. And like you said,
Yeah, true.
bringing up that club from the lower divisions is always a good story.
They definitely picked a good club to do it with.
Yeah. Right. I think we need to get club captain Robert Albrecht on in centre mid, 78 rated and 95 leadership. So
I agree. I was wondering why you weren't putting him.
Just don't want to give the opponent too much time to react, you know. But yeah, hopefully he can use that leadership to bring the boys back round. Maybe we also get this attacking mid on.
I was hoping to grab my club on the stream, but OpenSea's being quite a finicky bugger.
Oh no.
On my mobile and on my computer, so I'm just gonna have to let it simmer.
Are you using OpenSea 1 or OpenSea 2?
Oh, I have no idea.
If it's the newer UI, just sometimes there's some issues with OpenSea 2. I've found obviously it's still in beta, but
it's just .io.
There should be an option on the sidebar where you can switch between OpenSea 1 and OpenSea 2. It might not be that, but that has caused some issues recently. Maybe we shore it up at the back with Abdo. Do we go attacking? That's the question.
Yes, we need to score.
Let's do it. Let's get it in.
Trust me, I lost my first game. You need to score.
Right, here we go. This is going to be the comeback of the century.
All right, I believe you.
Okay, should start the second half in a second. Let's have a
All
quick look into the stats. So we've had a bit higher possession, obviously a lot more shots, which is good, but not converting them. And it's the set pieces that's doing us in here. I think we've just got to go hell for leather and attack it. Here we go. Super sub. It's blocked. He's eager for it there, Robert Albrecht. Okay, we've got a corner there. Can we get it in?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Here it is.
So
they're throwing themselves in front of it. He hits it again.
Come on, bro. What's this goal? Is it worth buying a high-rated goalie? Like, what's going on here?
What ratings is keeper? He's 59 rated. He's decent. He's not incredible, but Evangelista is having the absolute... What a name that is. Clayton Evangelista in Brazil.
Evangelista. All out attack. Foreign Asham Stanley says.
Should we go for it? I think we'll wait for 60 minutes. We seem to be going well here.
Yeah. I like that a lot of the clubs have their own Twitter accounts. I noticed that last time we streamed.
Yeah, definitely. We should. We'll take a look at maybe the Twitter ecosystem a bit after the game finishes, because is really cool seeing the content people create. A lot of people have got merch for their clubs, like these kits. Loads of people have mugs, hats, things like that, which is really cool to see. And it's something we've started to integrate into the game a bit more as well now. So there's like an option to share your result after the match finishes, where you can kind of directly share it to Twitter, and it gives a little description of what happened in the match and the link to look at the game. And there's a lot of cool places we can take that in the future as well. Even embedding sort of social feeds into the game and seeing what's been happening with Kato at the moment, sort of incentivizing people to talk and discuss certain things is quite interesting in that space. So lots of cool stuff to go in that space, and I think it's somewhat of a testament to what we wanted to build around Footium, which is not just a kind of really good multiplayer football management game, but also then take that to being this digital world of football that has its own culture and fan bases and owners and the emotions that it brings. There's been a lot of emotions in the Discord general today about people getting last minute winners to win them promotion, or losing games that's putting them on the brink of relegation and things like that, which is cool to see that people are that invested. Oh, the counter attack. Okay, Stuart Richards, solid at the back.
Oh man,
trying to keep as well. Okay, they've not made any subs yet. That's one to keep an eye out for. When do we go for ultra attacking? When do we call it?
Have you not already gone for ultra?
I've gone for attacking. Sometimes ultra can leave you quite open at the back. Don't want to lose two, but if we don't win this, it's pretty much season over, I think.
Think so?
Come on. I can have my dreams ripped away from me on stream. Classic.
I don't want that.
It's good entertainment for people, at least, hopefully.
Oh, here we go. This is it. I felt it.
We're absolutely peppering the Evangelista. In fairness, the best keepers in the world at the moment are Brazilian, I would say. So it's pedigree coming through from South America right now. Come on, the boys. Who do you support, Eli?
I've been a Barca fan since I was a kid, so not really in any position to change that. Didn't keep up with it enough to shift gears. Though lately in FIFA, when I've been playing my friends who are better than me, I've been having success with Liverpool.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Who do you play on the wings? Salah and Jota, or do you mix it up? Chiesa?
That's a good question. Let me look at the lineup to refresh myself. I haven't played in a month. Yeah, I know I have Salah because he's so fast. He's insanely fast. Gakpo is just disgusting. He's my one, like at the front in my 4-2-3-1. Yeah. I like to play lob ball. I like to pass around a bit, Barcelona style tiki-taki, and then I like to find a nice through lob. That's kind of been my strategy. I don't see a lot of players doing that, and it throws people off if they're not defending that style. And then Gakpo's so tall and Dutch that he just kind of pulls it in, and I've had a lot of success with that. And then I have Salah like cleaning up the sides, moving at the speed of light. Who else would be there with me? Diaz is also insanely fast. He's always just like gunning it down the wings.
Solid defense as well.
Yeah.
Come on, the boys.
Right, let's focus on your game here. We're
14.
What can we do? Is there anything we can do? We're so helpless in this manager mode.
I think. Oh, here we go. Is that freak? Oh, it's them.
Oh man.
So we could move people around. Just swap these guys for swap the centre backs as well. See if it does something. I think it might be time. Should we go for it?
There's nothing you can do wrong here because you're down.
Exactly.
Try my 4-2-3-1.
We'll switch it last 5 minutes. If it's not working.
5 minutes? Give me more time than that.
10.
80th. At the 80th.
80th to deal.
Come on.
There we go. We've got the corner.
I mean, you've done great this season with your formations. So, how'd the other teams do in your division?
That's a good point. Yeah. So,
the
team above me is winning.
That's not good.
So's first. So yeah, it's really throwing it. Live and direct on stream.
How many games are left? Is this the last one?
So there's this, and then there's one tomorrow. But I don't think I can
attend it.
I can attend it. I just can't get any more positions if I lose today. It'll be
come on
for me.
Who's
in fourth? How are they doing? Okay, so Utton's losing at least because they're playing Mals. So we could still get third if we win tomorrow, but that's also a difficult game. So it's 10th end of the season. But this is one of the good things about Footium is because it is PvP and you're playing against real people, that you do have this kind of jeopardy, and you can't really expect to win every game. Like when you play games like FIFA Manager Mode and Football Manager, you can just sort of snowball it. You get a great team, you get a great academy, and you just sort of go and win.
Was that you? Yes! Goal!
Goal! Unreal. From left forward.
Alright, we're not changing formation. You did it.
Here we go. Right, do we go off ultra attacking?
Alright. Now we still gotta get another goal though, that's the thing.
Let's go again. 17 to 3. They're gonna
is there any momentum programming in the game? Like does like scoring a goal kind of is there like a little shift in power?
No, not anything like that necessarily. We haven't got. I think that would probably happen. We plan to introduce something called morale at some point, which would maybe perhaps be impacted by that. But there's no sort of momentum switching in the game engine at the moment.
Oh, who got the yellow card? Oh, they're playing dirty. He's hungry.
Yeah, the bottom. Here we go.
There's the momentum.
Pulling us down when we try and get forward. Here we go. Come on, the boys.
Come on.
Do we keep it on ultra or do we go back to attacking? What do you reckon?
It's working, so keep it.
Stay as is. Oh no.
Pressure's on.
Is the commentary? What's happened there? Let's go back.
Have you guys thought of integrating any like AI shoutcasting?
That would be cool. We haven't, not on like the shoutcasting front, but we have some like internal prototypes around player interviews and cool things we can add about post-match summaries that are enhanced by AI. We haven't got anything that we think sort of like production ready yet, just that adds something new to it and isn't just sort of regurgitating what happened in the match. But I think there's definitely some cool stuff we can do that.
Well, it'd be cool to see like even the player portraits. Like if you had a way to like if somebody could make their captain an agent, and then the agent can actually do an interview and animated talk. I know it's a big.
Yeah, but it is moving so fast these days. Like if you could just take the.
Come on. Oof.
Take the image of say my goal scorer. Let's go Feliciano Vasquez. Generate a kind of AI 3D profile and then give it some kind of an Argentinian accent.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Maybe you just they just have to mint it or something to cover the fee. Oh, let's go. Man,
it's getting tense. It's getting tense.
I still can't buy my club. I want to so bad. I'm getting FOMO.
Still not working.
No.
We can troubleshoot after the call. I'll give you
a
little help if it's not working.
Yeah.
Here we go. 82nd. If you're gonna score, this is the time to do it, boys. I'm worried we are leaking a few shots, but I don't think there's much we can.
4-2-3-1.
Can do. 4-2-3-1.
Let's go.
Should we do it? How would that look?
We need to score.
Good one. I think that's probably the best thing we could do.
Oh, I don't like that right wing.
That does look a bit silly, but let's do it. It will take a few minutes to come into effect anyway, so.
He'll end the game with. You got a corner.
Okay, here we go.
We'll have a bit of extra time. There was a yellow card.
Yeah, probably get a couple minutes at least, but.
Oh man.
Probably not too long. Here we go. Oh no, it's done.
It's done?
No, I thought it was our free kick, but it was for them. 19-7. Surely the next shot's a goal. Heard it here first. The tactics have taken place. We're in 4-2-3-1. It's the Eli special.
Where do you see that?
So in the commentary, you can see here
Oh yeah.
That's happened, and then.
Oh, yellow card.
You should see it. Oh no! Here we go.
God.
Just got to get him on the counter. They've got a Lewis.
Here we go. The 4-2-3-1.
Brilliant.
It's in. Come on,
Corner.
Please.
It's a throw. Here we go. Roy Delap. Put it in the box. Damn.
Please.
87th minute. This is where heroes are made.
Yeah.
It's Just need something at the Sunderland.
Here we go. Ah. Yes, keep going.
Whiff it in.
Come on.
Shoot. The crowd wants shots.
Please.
Get it forward, lads. This is where we need just like something beyond ultra attack, which is just like, here we go, corner.
Come on, corners are good. Corners. Yes.
Hit it.
No.
Hit the ball, lads. Come on.
No, come on, keep it in. What?
Oh, not the counter.
How is the counter
It's
that
like 1
quick?
minute at a time. We've got to hit it.
Oh my god.
Not happening.
No.
Nightmare. But the good thing about this is you can just then go and like shit talk people on Twitter. So
You just find the club on Twitter.
yeah, Oldsie have got a very active Twitter account. They were beefing me early today. Oh gosh. Here we go.
Last chance.
Shoot. This is it.
Come on. Shoot.
That's it.
No.
It's the game.
Ah.
Nightmare.
I always get so invested.
Oh, well, it's a good game. It's a tactical masterclass from Old C Stanley there.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, there we go. We got the Twitter. We can go say hello on Twitter.
All right. Let's go say hello.
Let's,
Let me go on the Arbitrum play account. Old C.
Old C Stanley. That's that.
I'm gonna give them a follow for the win.
Yeah, they deserve it, to be fair to them. No, their latest tweet was just saying boo about Salt Rangers as well.
It was a good match. Smart defense. Solid counters. Very impressive on the live stream.
Great game from Odyssey there. Give him a little salute. Well played. But yeah, you can see there's people making a lot of content about Footium as well. There's a Badge World Cup. You can see that happened, and St. Harmer won that with this beautiful badge here. Braunball City Group, they've got this kind of whole skeleton theme going on.
Give your Swart Rangers a follow too.
Good man. Yeah, some really good. Let's go look at. You can look at Wells. This is the team that went all the way from Division 8 to Division 1, which is an incredibly impressive achievement. Give that little retweet. But very, very solid from them. But yeah, it's a lovely little friendly community as well. Everyone, there's obviously a bit of banter between games, but everyone seems quite wholesome, which is nice. And yeah, as I mentioned at the start, there'll be a bit of a sort of promotion coming into the next season. So over the next week or two, for new people that buy their clubs, a chance to get some kind of extra players to boost their start, and also another little fun perk so they can get a really good start to the game and start their journey up the divisions as well. So make sure to join the Footium Discord, follow it on Twitter, and kind of pick up your club if it's a game that interests you, and then we'll see you in Season 8 for when that kicks off.
100%. 100%. So what can you tell us about Season 8? Anything different? Is it going to be more of the same?
We do have a bit of a surprise, so we're going to announce the season tomorrow, and there'll be a new thing in the season, which is good. There's also some cool upgrades around the kind of records that we have, so you can see here in my division, you can see that the top scorers, top appearances per division, but we'll also be adding a sort of this is per league. You can also add a per division filter, so you can look across the whole division, who's the top scorer in Division 3. A couple new things on the social sharing side as well, alongside the new feature. But the only player making the top scorers from Swart is my attacking mid, because I play without centre forward. It's been it's undone me this season. Okay, well at least we've got third guaranteed. So I've got my 0.232 ETH prize money, and I can demonstrate the training as well.
That's true.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, let's see.
We want to train. So we probably want to train someone we don't want to play tomorrow. Let's have a look. Because anyone can complete training tonight. Perez. Oh, it's my bedtime. I'll be asleep by then. Who do we want to put in? Matsuno could go in. How about I want to play him tomorrow? Trying to balance training. This is one of the hardest decisions, is kind of trying to balance how much you train your players versus how much you play them. Because you obviously want to play them to get the wins, etc. But okay, we can train Vasquez, even though he's just scored the winner. He's going straight, not the winner, sorry, the equaliser. Is going straight into training. So you can see this will make him increase from 63 to 64 in left forward. It'll take a few hours and cost condition, but he's not going to play again this season, so that's fine. But if you get players to too low condition, they can also get injured. So you have to watch out for that a bit as well. Make sure you're planning your rotation and your strategy around that to not give your players any unnecessary injuries for sure.
They can get injured, eh?
Yeah, so if they finish training or matches below 45% condition, which is quite low, like you have to be managing quite badly to get there, but they can get injured, and that means they can't play in games for 2 days and they don't regenerate condition. So it's definitely one to watch out for. You don't want to be getting too many injuries during the season. But if you do, there's also the transfer market, which you can obviously during the off season, so pre-season, which will be the next sort of week and a half, 2 weeks before season 8, you can buy and sell players as you like, and then register them to your club immediately. But then during the season, we have sort of free agents. So if any players is left unregistered at the start of the season, anyone that kind of buys them can register them to their team straight away. And there's also these mid-season windows where you can unregister a few players from your team and you could sell them on as free agents to other people, which means they can just register them straight away. Because if you buy a player that is already registered to a club for that season, once the season starts, they'll be still playing for that club for the rest of the season. But then the start of the next season, you'll be able to play and train with that player as well. So that's it's the best time to pick up a club and squad is probably in the next week and a half, because it's one, pre-season, so you've got all the registration sorted, and two, everyone's getting their new academy cohorts. There's sometimes some bargains to pick up, some nice players, because someone's got an even better player in their academy. They want to offload the older guy, so they can play that player.
Can you only go up one division a season?
Yeah, only one division a season. But I think that adds to the fun of it. It's still a bit of a challenge to go up. I was hoping to go up to Div 2 this season, but it's very competitive once you get that high, especially. So I would have maybe come straight back down.
What are season Division 6 players going for? I see a couple of Division 6 teams that aren't too expensive.
Yeah, Div 6. So we can look at, say, if we...
Even the academy.
Go and look at teams. Okay, let's look at St. Harmer, who won the badge upgrade. So the kind of rating of those players seems to be sort of around the 50s, high 40s. And he's finishing 4th in his league, so seems like a decent level to compete. So you'd then want to look at sort of what the cost of like 50 rated players are on OpenSea and see what it would look like to build a squad that can compete in that league. And then, prize payout places the top 7. So really, I think that's what you want to be aiming for when building your squad, is to finish in that. Because obviously, if you win some rewards, you can then put them into better players next season and kind of build the club up that way. And obviously, when you get promoted, your academy players, your academy prospects are a slightly higher rating. So it allows you to build out a stronger squad as you get promoted.
There's a lot of retired players for sale. Yeah,
so retired players don't have any use in the game at the moment, so you don't really want to be picking those.
And then a lot of 30-plus-year-olds. I don't see anyone younger than 30.
Yeah, usually when it's towards the end of the season, there's a lot of free agents have been purchased because of people kind of needing to add to their squad during the season. I had a centre forward that I had as a free agent, and I had him up for sale. And then I was like, oh, actually, I need to play him. And literally an hour before I wanted to register him and put him into a team, someone had bought him because it was like 3 games from the end of the season. So they obviously thought they could do with a push to get promoted or something.
Oh my, Division 1 players are expensive.
Where did he... Hernani Ferrari. There he is. So yeah, he's ended up at Schoof. Wow, bought him in Division 8. That was a statement of intent. He's a good player for Division 8, to be fair to him. Where is he? Yeah, so he's got great potential. So he'll hopefully be up in the higher leagues. But it's kind of cool when you see that, like similar to real life, when you see good but young players dropping down into League 2, League 1, playing and training up in that level, and then going back up to the Premier League. We've had a few of those at Lincoln, Morgan Rogers and Brennan Johnson, who were on loan at Lincoln and then went back, and obviously now storming it in the Premier League. And even Johnson might be playing, I haven't actually looked at the lineup, might be in the Conference League tonight.
Oh, if the team says inactive, that means you can't...
Inactive just means they haven't played this season yet. So if you buy them, that's perfectly fine. Like, you can just set one lineup or register a player, and they immediately become active. The one you want to watch out for is if it says amateur, because that just means they've been relegated out of Division 8 due to inactivity, and replaced with an active squad, basically. So those clubs, if you buy one, you can actually reactivate it. You just have to wait till the next season starts. But I would just recommend buying either an inactive or active club if you're looking to buy it. But there's guides for all this in our Discord. There's like a guide about when you're buying a new club, how to do it, what to look out for, what you should be kind of assessing when buying it, around the whole things I said around the player quality in that division, and the colours of the club, the badge, the name, etc.
Okay, send me that if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll send you that in DMs and post it on Twitter below this for anyone that's looking to get involved. Yeah, Brennan Johnson is starting for Spurs in half an hour in the Conference League, so that's very exciting.
So remind me, so if someone's buying a new club, they can buy it between now and when Season 8 starts, and they'll be eligible for the player packs that are going to be announced tomorrow?
Yeah, as long as they fill in the kind of form which will be linked in that announcement, and if I think there's the first 20 people to do so, then they'll be able to get one of those. So let me grab the link for... Where is it? Official links. There we go. New user guide.
You need a team. You need a team to fill out the form, right?
Yeah. So once you've bought the team, you can fill out the form, which team you bought, and then that will make you eligible basically for the little promo that we've got going on. Let's pop in and reply to this as well. There we go. Perfect. Well, yeah, I think that is pretty much everything. Thank you very much for...
I always forget we can only do one game.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a blessing and a curse. Like, I think a lot of our players like Footium because it is not too time consuming, and you kind of have that immediate limit, and you don't even need to kind of watch the games live to play it. But it is sometimes when you've just lost and you're like, oh, I need to come back, I need to win. You have to wait for the next day. You
have your own jersey for your team?
I do, yeah. So this is the Swart Rangers kit. It's
how'd you get that?
Special edition. We have a kit supplier that can kind of do the bespoke kits for clubs. So there's quite a few community members that have made. Some people have done it on their own as well. Like just wherever they are in the world, you can usually find people that do a bespoke kit for like $20-$30. And it's very nice to have that on. Wear it to the gym a lot.
And how long is the season?
Pretty cool. So a season lasts about 3 weeks because you have 22 games, 1 game a day, and then they have about a week of off-season, pre-season, between seasons as well. Sometimes a week and a half. So about all in all about a month for the whole season cycle. And so yeah, we started in October. We're now in the end of season 7, and we're going to season 8 in a couple of weeks. And then the plan is we'll just keep building, improving the game, onboarding more new users, and growing the user base, growing all the features, the ways you can impact your club, and keeping it going, really. It's been a very exciting sort of 8 months since the proper launch, and nice to see all the support we get from the community, all the feedback as well, and ways we can improve the game. And I think it's just it's a very fun place to be building and working.
Yeah, 100%. We're glad to have you guys here, and love to see that your community is still very alive and well. Let me actually see if they responded to us on Twitter. Okay.
There's a lot of chatter in the Footium Discord about it. People telling me not to live stream my changes.
I mean, I told you the strategy. Just remove your screen.
I should have done that. Oh well, we live and we learn. Division 3 again next season.
Congrats to those who advance, of course.
Yeah, it's a tough old game, but that's what we love about football. It doesn't always go your way, but
it's true.
You just got to come back stronger.
All right, help me get my team. I'm struggling on OpenSea here.
Let's do it.
All right. All right, let's do it off the stream though. All right, thank you, George. Thank you, Footium team, as always. We love having you as Arbitrum loyal game and community. We love the Footium teams. We love that you guys have your own like Twitter community with every club seems to have its own Twitter, and they have like a decent amount of followers, it seems. Question: if you buy a team and they already had a Twitter, how do you get the Twitter?
Well, some owners actually do like hand over the Twitter, which is quite nice.
You could always search it up. You could always search it up.
You can usually, or you could just set up your own with just like a different handle. But yeah, I've seen people like when they sold clubs, hand over the Twitter and stuff. It's all pretty cool because a lot of people kind of move across clubs. They buy one and then sell it and buy a different one because it's in a different division or they want to compete at a high level, etc. So it's very similar to real life. Like you see owners buying and selling clubs and moving around. Yeah,
that's cool.
Awesome.
All right, thank you so much, George. We'll chat after this. Hopefully, I can get a team ready for season 8.
Absolutely.
And then you guys are going to be competing against me in Division 8 or 7, probably, or maybe even 6. I'll let George guide me. All right, thanks so much, everyone. We'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.